I took off my sweatshirt. I don't think I need it. What happened with the mirrors in here? There's like streaks all over the mirror. They look like someone didn't do a very good job. No, not good. So, guys, we're going to start on our backs right now. Have your blocks nearby. Supta Baddha Konasana. Put the soles of the feet together. Let the knees flop apart. Connect to your breath. I mean, if I don't do this, this is going to drive me absolutely nuts. And why I clean the mirror here, you breathe. On every exhale breath, lengthen and feel your lower back connect. Anchors through the soles of the feet and let the knees drop apart a little bit more. Couple more cycles. So enjoy the space in here this morning. It's nice sometimes to just kind of breathe, stretch out, and be left alone. We'll embrace that part. 2 more cycles of breath. Good. Let the knees come together. Okay. Blink the eyes open. Put the hands behind our head. Bend the knees in half. Okay. Keep the shoulder blades down on the mat and the elbows spread open nice and wide. And then just extend the legs straight up towards the sky. Okay. Good. And just feel your back press firmly against the ground. Feel your shoulder blades press firmly against the ground and energize through the base of your feet and just hold. Just fill the space with the lovely smell of the spray that I just used to clean the mirror. You just missed it. I was cleaning mirrors in here. It was really exciting. Yeah. And just hold the legs up. So you're creating this 90-degree angle. You're broadening the shoulder blades to the floor. You're pressing your lower back down. And you're staying a few more cycles of breath. It's easy to move quick. It's hard to move slow. So we're going to move a little bit slower and see if we can kind of just fine tune some of the muscles that get sleepy, right? So you're going to lower your left leg down so it hovers the ground. Now, if you get here and this really doesn't feel good, just let your left leg stay completely flush to the floor and that is fine. If you're looking for more intensity this morning, keep it hovering the mat, okay? The right hand's going to stay behind the head. The left hand's going to stretch up, but I want you to reach across towards the outer side of your calf. Good. Now the leg's going to stay and the arm's just going to reach back and then you're going to crunch back up. So I want the legs to stay stabilized and you're going to crunch back up. Good. Just like that. So just move a bunch of times. So your legs are in a scissor and you're crunching. That was 4, 5, 6. Really reach up. 7, 8, 9, 10, 10. Good. 9, 8. You feeling something? 7, 6, 5. Good. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands behind the head, both legs up. Hold. Hold. Both legs up, broaden across the shoulder blades, squeeze the abdominal wall. Maintain stability through the abdominal wall. Switch the legs. So now the right leg's going to hover, the left leg's going to stay up. Good. The hand's going to stay behind the head because that's just going to support. And when the right arm reaches, I want you to reach across toward the outer side of your calf. There you go. And then keep the leg in place. Lower just the arm and crunch. 2, 3, 4. Good. 5, 6. You got it. 7. You're reaching up and crunching. 8, 9, 10. Go give me another 10. 9, 8, 7, squeeze it. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands behind the legs, legs up. Hands behind the head, legs up. Legs up, brought it across the shoulder blades. Good. Bend the knees in half like a little table tap. You're going to heel tap with the shoulder blades down. 1, 2. It's a slow movement. Bring it back up to neutral. 3, 4. You got it. 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. 9, 10. Give me another 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hug the knees. Rock and roll several times. Cross the ankles. Come into your first downward facing dog. If you can get up. Downward facing dog. Hands about shoulder width distance, a little bit wider if you know your shoulders are tight. Feet are about hips width distance or a little bit wider if you know your lower half of the body is a little bit tight. If everything's just tight, just take everything wider. Right. Take up more space on the mat this morning than maybe you think you need. Let the shoulders move away from your ears. Connect to your breath. We'll be focusing on Ujjayi breath this morning. Inhale through the nose, through the back of the throat. Followed up a nice exhale through the nose, through the back of the throat. You don't want to get too hung up on the breath. It is the, kind of the glue to the practice, but as long as you're breathing, you're good shape. Yeah. Let the shoulders move away from your ears. Plug the thumbs, the index finger, the baby finger down into the mat. Outer triceps grip in. Good. And maybe there's a little softening behind the knees if the hamstrings are feeling a little tight this morning. That's it. Roll forward to plank position in one nice swoop. When you come to your first plank from your dog, sometimes you have to walk it out. Lead a little with your heart and chest. Lengthen your tailbone. Stack up your body right here. Lengthen that tailbone. Draw the pit of the belly in and feel the ground beneath you. Yeah. Float the right foot an inch from the ground. Just an inch. Yeah. Yep. Hug your right knee in. Pause. Slide the right foot back. Let it hover. Hug the right knee in. Extend it back. Let it hover. Hug the right knee in. Extend it back. Let it hover. Bring it right down to the ground plank. Float the left foot an inch. Hug the left knee in. Squeeze. Extend it back. Good. Hug it in and squeeze. Keep the shoulder blades pulling apart. Extend it back. One more time. Hug it in. Squeeze. Extend it back. Let the left foot hit the ground plank. Hips go up and back, down dog. Pedal out the feet a little bit in down dog now. Yeah, so as you bend one leg and then the other leg, the center of the heel starts to move towards the ground. And then find a moment of stillness. Press down into the mat. Let the head just kind of drip. Now roll forward to plank. Breathe across the collarbone and the chest. Drop your knees down on an angle. Lower halfway to a supported push-up. Keep your neck neutral. Re-straighten your arms, supported plank. You got it. Halfway supported push-up. Less is more. You guys know that. Press back up, supported plank. One more is the charm. Halfway supported push-up. Good. Press back up, supported plank. Knees lift, plank position. Hips go up and back, downward facing dog. Breathe your right leg up and back, three-legged down dog. Lift it as high as the leg's going to go. Come forward, hug your right knee straight in, give it a squeeze, and then step the right foot forward and through into a low lunge. Yeah. Steer your right hip under, activate your back left leg. Be on your fingertips. That's going to help you out a lot. And then spring to the top of the mat in one piece or take multiple steps if that didn't work. Long spine on the inhale. Feet can be separated a little. Exhale, fold, let the head go. Yeah, using blocks to bring the floor up is always a good idea. Root to rise, come all the way up towards the sky. Drag it to prayer at heart. Drop your arms. Arms go straight up towards the sky. Dive over, bent knees, forward fold. Let your head just fall and detach from your body. You got it. Long spine to prepare yourself. Step to plank. Just 1, 2, back to plank position. You're going to lower halfway to a push-up of choice. Everyone's a little different, so find something you know you can maintain in a low push-up. Yep, you can drop your knees. Re-straighten your arms to a plank position. Hips go up and back, downward facing dog. Good. We'll breathe the left leg up and back to a three-legged down dog with excitement. Come forward, hug your left knee and give it a good little squeeze. Let's get some music going here. Yeah. Step the left foot forward and through. Be on the fingertips for a moment. Spring to the top of the mat in one piece. Long spine at the top. Exhale the breath, fold. Root to rise, come all the way up. Drag it to prayer. Drop your arms. Arms go straight up towards the sky. Dive over, bent knees, forward fold. As you bend your knees more. Yeah. Long spine sets you up. 2 big steps to get you back to plank. 1, 2. Halfway to a push-up. This time you can pull yourself to a back bend. Up dog, cobra, whatever works. Hips go up and back, down dog. Connect. Arms are straight. You're going to look where you want to go. You can step, float, skip, crawl. I don't know how you're feeling. So maybe crawling. Yeah, long spine, fold. Root to rise, come all the way up. Drag it to prayer at the top. Drop your arms. So just like that, arms go straight up towards the sky, really getting yourself grounded this morning is the goal. Dive over, bent knees, forward fold. Long spine to prepare. You're going to step to plank or float lightly if you feel kind of, springy today. The up dog is smooth. Pull yourself through your body, press even. Nice, Megan. Hips go up and back, downward facing dog. Brittany, let your shoulders pull away from, there you go. And let your elbows bend a tiny bit. You're in good shape. Arms are straight. Look where you want to go. You can step, float, skip, crawl to the top. Long spine, fold. Root to rise, come all the way up. Drag it to prayer. Drop your arms. Arms go straight up. Dive over, bent knees, forward fold. Let your head go. Long spine to prepare. Step or float through your vinyasa. So make it work today. Cut out what you don't need. It's totally fine. Hips go up and back, down dog. There's a spreading of the palms across the mat that's going to keep you rooted and connected. Arms are active. Look where you want to go. Step or float to the top, land light. Long spine, fold. Root to rise, come all the way up. Drag it to prayer. Drop your arms. Arms go straight up. Dive over, bent knees, forward fold. Let your head go. Long spine to prepare. Step, float, skip, crawl. Up dog is smooth, nice and easy. Hips go up and back, down dog. Let's breathe the right leg up and back, three-legged down dog. Come forward, hug your right knee straight in, give it a nice little squeeze. Step the right foot forward and through. Drop the back knee on an angle. You can keep the toes curled or relax the top foot. Be on the fingertips here. Good. Sweep your arms out and up and come up to a supported lunge. So a little heavier in the back thigh is going to give you more of a stretch along that psoas. So it just depends on the body. Anchor that right heel. Grip your right hip in. Good. Drop your arms alongside your body. You're going to clasp your hands behind your back. Slide the clasp hands down the back. Shoulder blades squeeze together. Keep the neck neutral. And just breathe here. So stretching out that collarbone, that heart center. Feeling that right heel pressing into the mat. Yeah. Sweep your arms out and up. Yeah. Hands to the earth. Integrate that back left knee. Left hand down, right arm peels. We're going to go into an easy twist. The block underneath the left hand is always helpful. Steer your right hip under. Activate the back left leg. Right hand down to the mat. Left knee is going to drop down. You're going to turn it out at an angle. We're going to slide into a supported side plank like this. Yeah. We're just going to do a little bit of movement here. So you're going to bend your right leg in half, just like this. And your elbow is going to come towards your knee. Yep. And then you're going to open it up. The hand behind your head. Keep your hand behind your head. Good. Elbow to knee. Squeeze it in. Yeah. Open it up. Yeah. A few of those. Hug it in. Open it up. 3 more. Hug it in. Open it up. Two more. Hug it in. Open it up. One more. Hug it in. Open it up. Extend the arm and the leg. Good. Right hand down. You're going to slide back into a three-legged tabletop. Curl the left toes into the mat and lift the hips up nice and high. The right leg's going to stay lifted. Step the right foot forward and through. Turn the back foot on a sharp angle. Root to rise first, warrior. You got it. Steer the left ribs forward. Hands to the earth, plank position, halfway to a push-up. The up dog is smooth. You want to press really even through the hands and tops of the feet. Hips go up and back, downward facing dog. Let's breathe the left leg up and back, three-legged down dog. Come forward, hug your left knee and give it a good little squeeze. Step the left foot forward and through in a low lunge. Drop the back knee. So last time, Brittany, when you did this, the knee was kind of dumping down. See how the leg's a little more on an angle? You have to slide the leg back. That's going to be easier on the joint. Yeah. Root to rise, supported lunge. You're like, it's not easier. It's still bad. Drop the arms alongside the body. If you could remember which grip you took, good luck with that, because I don't remember anything. Cross opposite thumb, opposite pinky finger. And then breathe across the collarbone. When you do this, you want to keep your neck neutral. Hands kind of slide down the back. Re-extend the arms up towards the sky. Hands to frame your front foot. Right knee lifts, right hand tense, left arm peels, easy twist. Back leg charged up, left hip gripping in. Right hand down, right knee drops. You have to turn the leg out at an angle and then slide into this modified side plank. Left arm spreads, left leg opens. There you go. And then the left hand comes behind the head like you're on a pool raft. Isn't that a nice thought? Hug the elbow in towards that knee and bend. You're like a dog at a fire hydrant right now. There you go. Hug in and open it up. A few times. Hug it in. Open it up. Hug it in. Open it up. Do two more. Hug it in. Open it up. One more. Hug it in. Open it up. Extend the arm and the leg. Hand comes down. You kind of flip around into this three-legged tabletop. Curl the toes into the mat and lift up to a three-legged down dog. So the left leg, guys, is lifted in space. Which legs? Yeah, make sure the left leg's in space and then step the left foot forward. Jen, switch legs. There you go. Root to rise. Something happened in transition. It's all good. Left leg forward, warrior one. Anchor that back foot. Hands to the earth, plank position. Chaturanga push-up. The up dog is full and opening of that front line. Hips go up and back, down dog. Arms are straight. Look where you want to go. Step or float to the top. Long spine. Fold. Chair pose. Shoot up to stand up. Drag it to prayer. Drop your arms. Here we go. Arms go straight up. Heavy in your heels for chair. Sit way back. Dive over bend knees. Forward fold. Long spine for prayer. Step or flow through your vinyasa. Up dog is smooth. That was nice, Danielle. Hips go up and back, down dog. So now we're just kind of moving through it. Right foot forward, back foot turns, rise, warrior one. Hands to the earth, plank position. Chaturanga push-up. Up dog. Hips go up and back, down dog. Left foot forward, back foot turns, root to rise. Warrior one. Just come on up. Anchor your feet and bring it up. To the floor we go, chaturanga. Up dog is smooth. Hips go up and back, down dog. Arms are straight. Look where you want to go. Step or float to the top. Land light. Long spine. Fold. Chair. Shoot up to stand up. Drag it to prayer. Drop your arms. Arms go straight up. Heavy in your heels. Sit way back. Chair pose. Dive over bent knees, forward fold. Long spine to prepare. Step or float, vinyasa. Up dog is smooth, nice and easy. Hips go up and back, down dog. Right foot forward, back foot turns. Root to rise, warrior one. To the floor we go, chaturanga. Up dog is smooth. Hips go up and back, down dog. Left foot forward, back foot turns. Rise. Just get out of your own way. To the floor we go, chaturanga. Up dog is smooth. There you go. Hips go up and back, down dog. Pause in the down dog for a beat. Arms are straight. Look where you want to go. Step or float to the top we go. Long spine. Fold. Chair pose. Shoot up to stand up. Drag it to prayer. Drop your arms. Arms go straight up. Last one. Let's get this done. Chair pose. Weight in your heels. Dive over bent knees. Forward fold. Long spine to prepare. Step or float through a vinyasa. Up dog is smooth. Press even. Don't rush. Hips go up and back, down dog. Right foot forward, back foot turns. Rise. Other right foot, Britt. To the floor we go. Chaturanga. Up dog is smooth. Make you forget everything. Left foot forward, back foot turns. Rise. To the floor we go. Chaturanga. Up dog is smooth. Hips go up and back, down dog. Pause in your dog. Hold here. Let's go ahead and step the right foot to the outside of the right hand. Yeah, so it looks like this. Yeah, if you feel like and you think you're going to lizard, but we're not, okay? So turn the back foot on a sharp angle. You're going to keep a very wide positioning of your feet, so almost the entire width of the mat. So walk your right foot, Jen, over a lot. Yeah. And the left foot turns all the way forward. There you go. Then you'll rise warrior one. So we're going wide positioning warrior one. Yeah. So your back toes, Brittany, have to turn more forward, and then your left hip wraps forward. Your feet anchor. Good. You'll interlace your hands behind your back. Inhale, open the heart and chest. Exhale, there's going to be a lot more room to fold now for a humble warrior. Same deal, though. You want to make sure your right hip grips in and doesn't wing all the way out. Your left ribs spin towards the front skinny edge of the mat, and your feet brace the mat as you connect to your breath. Anchor strong, start to come up slow. Energize yourself here. Sweep your arms out and up. Hands to the floor. I just want you to step back dog. Yep. The left foot's going to step to the outside of the left hand. So it's like this wide stance. Yeah, your hands are on the inside. Turn your back foot on a sharp angle. Anchor the feet. So the feet are super, super wide. Go wider, wider. Almost the whole width of the mat. Then rise, first warrior. There you go. Yeah, it feels totally funky. Outer blade of your back foot presses firm. Good. Drop your arms down, clasp the hands, opposite grip. Open the chest, and then you'll fold down the center, and there's a lot more room for your shoulder to come in there. Left hip grips, right ribs kind of steer forward, and the head drips down. That's it. Your breath is filling the space, so you really feel like you could send the breath to the left hip, you could send the breath to the back right quadricep, send the breath to the shoulders, and drip down into it a little more. Anchor strong and start to come up. Re-energize the arms to the sky. Hands to the earth, plank position this time. Halfway to a push-up. The up dog is smooth. Hips go up and back, downward facing dog. Step the right foot smack in between the hands. Turn the back foot sharp. Good. Cartwheel open warrior two. Yeah, warrior two. It's a pretty big step. If you got a fancy mat, you're heel to heel or heel to arch. Use that center line. If you don't, just kind of visualize that. Right knee tracks directly over that right ankle. So a lot of times we need to take a bigger stance. Wrapping of that right thigh open and turn your left toes a little bit on an angle. There you go. Spread your arms open nice and wide. We're not going to hold this for too long. Good. Soften the shoulders down the back. Nice alignment, everyone. Flip the palm, reverse the warrior. Reach way out and slide your hand to the outside of your right foot. Use a block. I recommend it. Yeah, let's use a block outside of that foot. If it's really not in the cards for you today, then your arm can rest on the top of your thigh. No problem at all. When you're doing this pose, guys, you really want to make sure that the outside of the right leg and the inside of the right arm make this match up. Right. That's why the block is kind of good. So bend deeper into that front thigh. Do this. Lift up. Yeah. Bring the floor up. There you go. Now you're going to get that hip opening. Yeah. Awesome. So what's happening with the left arm? The left arm's spreading open big, or it's wrapping up and forward. You pick. But you're heavy in those legs, and you feel. If the arm's wrapping up and forward, nice, Danielle, from the outer blade of your left foot all the way through those left fingertips, there's a wrapping forward. Looks good, Cheryl. Sit deeper into that front thigh. Turn your right ribs. Soften the right shoulder down the back. A few more breaths. You guys look really happy. Yeah. Being sarcastic. Yeah. 2 more breaths. All right. To get out of the pose today, listen carefully. You're going to peel your left arm forward. The left heel is going to wrap up. You're in a low lunge. Walk the right foot a little more to the right. There you go. Spring to the top and cross the ankles. Baby toes come together. Use the blocks if you need to. Inhale the breath. So if your hands don't make it to the floor, then you use the blocks. Yeah. Exhale, fold. So my fold didn't even feel like it was a fold, but I felt it. Right. You're going to bend your knees as much as you need and let your hips lift up. And then you can play. Maybe you want to bring your hands a little bit to the right or a little bit to the left. I think I will go right this side. Yeah, right side. Go right. I think you'll feel more. There you go. Come back to center. Okay. You're going to use the block underneath the right hand. You're going to use your right foot grounded and stationary down. So the block, bring it a little forward off the edge of that right baby toe. We're setting up for half moon. Unravel the left leg. Left hand could be on hip or the arm can just open up. Half moon pose. There you go. It's a fun transition. And then breathe your collarbone and your chest open. So it's like a big yawn. Nice. Spark up your left toes. Grip your right hip under. Jen, bring the block a little closer to you. Yeah, so you don't feel like you're overreaching. And your left hand can stay on your hip. There you go. Yeah, focus on your right hip, your right foot staying grounded. Soften behind the right knee, guys. Giant step back, warrior 2. So refine your stance, warrior 2. Spread your arms and your collarbone open. And now place your right hand on the instep of the right foot, and we're going to go into B variation of extended side angle. The left arm straight up and go right into the half bind or a full bind if you're ready for it. So you're going to bend deep into that front right thigh. The right arm's on the inside. Good. Half bind or full bind. There's no pressure with it. So just go with whatever feels good. The right hand is light though. If your hand is down on that block, grip the right hip in and turn the right ribs. You got it. Nice, Nikki. Steer the collarbone and the chest open and look up off that left shoulder. Reconnect with your breath. So last little bit, guys, everybody lean back with the crown of the head just a tiny bit. Unravel warrior 2. So as you come out, spread open. Good work. And then circle to the floor, hit plank position, lower halfway to a push-up. The up dog is smooth. And we peel back downward facing dog. We'll step the left foot smack in between the hands, turn the back foot sharp, and cartwheel open warrior two. We're just getting the feet set. We're not holding for too long. So just find what you believe to be the best alignment possible. Yes, roll that left thigh open and make sure your right toes are a little bit on an angle. I always check in. So if the right foot turns in a little, it's going to get your hip to kind of swing forward a little, which is going to help you out. Great. Now, you staying heavy in your legs, reach way out and slide your hand to the outside of the foot, the right arm straight up. A block is super helpful here. Right arm straight up or up and over. So if you're going up and over, you're really going to enter that side hip, which is nice. That's the TFL. TFL is the part of your hip where all the connectivity, it's right in here. Yeah. And it connects to like all sorts of juicy spots on your body. Here we go. Let's lift up here. Swing your left hip under you, turn your bottom ribs, and breathe. So you want to try and find a little less struggle in each pose when you get there. A little more breath and a little less thinking. Right hand to the floor, right heel peels off, your hips square to the front of the mat. And then you step forward and you cross your right ankle over the front of your left ankle. There you go. Baby toes come together. At the heels can split apart. Long spine on the inhale breath. Exhale first, go down. Go down the center. There you go. So the blocks are great if you feel super tight in your hamstring, which is 99% of us, right? You soften. Go pick a direction and just kind of drift. And just breathe right here. Come back to center, neutralize everything. So before you just fly into that Arda, let's set it up properly. So the block is enough far forward that your side ribs are long, your left foot stays forward, and then you unravel. Yes. I find a lot of times the balance is affected with the placement of the block. Like if you're overreaching or you're underreaching, it's definitely going to screw you up. I like to try and come onto my fingertips or knuckle my block because that's going to help get out of the shoulder. Any variation that you think you can take on here. Soften behind that left knee a little though. Grip that bottom left hip in. You got it. And then settle into it. Couple more breaths. Doing great. Soften that left knee. Giant step back, warrior two. Take a nice big step, warrior two. Yeah, track that left knee. You've been here, so we don't need to really do too much. Your body remembers, hopefully. You never know. Reach out, slide your hand to the inside of the left foot. We'll set up for that B variation. So you're so ready to go into a half bind, a full bind, thinking about a bind, no bind. There's no judgment. Just find something you know you can hold and breathe in for like 6 to 8 breaths. If the arm wraps behind your back, if you are able to kind of accomplish that full bind, there's a steering of your chest open. So lean back. You want to lean back with your heart and chest, not so much with your head. Yeah. Grip your bottom left hip in. Perfect. And then reconnect with that breath because the breath is the glue to kind of keeping you here. Warrior two, come on up without too much struggle. Warrior two. Circle it to the floor, plank position. Nice job. Chaturanga push-up. The up dog is smooth. The hips go up and back, downward facing dog. The right foot steps forward. We're going to come actually into crescent lunge. Come up crescent lunge. Yeah. Crescent lunge. You're high on the ball of your back foot. Awesome. Drag your hands to prayer at heart. Lean way out, hook the elbow, and let's twist. Yeah. If you get here and you're like, okay, my back leg doesn't feel like it can support the pose, The simple solution is to drop your back knee down. Yeah. There's a gripping of that right hip in and a firing up of that back leg. Yeah, if you feel like you can open up your arms to it, that's great. If not, just stay with this. Staying a little longer. Really nice work. Hands to frame your front foot, pause. Okay, we're going to go into triangle from here. It's a little bit of a different transition, but I like it a lot. Okay, you're going to anchor the left foot and you're just going to straighten out that right leg and then pull up anywhere across the front of the right shin and yawn your chest and your collarbone open. It's a really nice way to get into it. For some reason it didn't work, you come out of it and you reset. No biggie at all. Block to the outside of the right calf if you need a little oomph today. Yeah, nice. And then there's a spreading open of that collarbone as you lean back a tiny bit, a nice gripping in of those side ribs. Take your left arm and reach it forward. Yeah. And then take it to the floor. You're going to lean on your left hand and go right into a regular side plank, Vashisthasana. Yes. Modify if you need to. Bottom knee can drop. Form can come to the ground if you're dealing with something. Stack the feet, stagger the feet. Yep. Top arm straight up or up and over. The goal here is to set up the hips so they're not rolling open. Looks good, Jody. Your breath is with you. Stay with it. Good job. Plank position, slow. Halfway to your push up. Up dog, smooth. Hips go up and back, down dog. Stay with the program. Left foot forward, crescent lunge. Aren't we having fun? High on the ball of the back foot. Let's ride. You're in crescent lunge. High on the ball of that back foot. Drag the hands to prayer. Before you just go for it, lean forward enough with your torso and then hook the elbow and twist. That's going to create the length and space. Grip your left hip in, activate that back leg. Get high on the ball of that back foot. Let your hip turn with you, Jen. Your back foot. Yeah, so let this hip turn. There you go. It's going to be a lot easier. Grip that left hip, activate that back leg, twist open. Three more breaths. You got this. Looks awesome. Hands to frame your front foot. Straighten the left leg, turn the back foot on a nice angle, and come right to triangle. It's a really great little transition. Yeah. Use a block to the outside of the calf. Reset if it didn't work for you. Totally fine. Nice job. Shoulders slide down the back. That's it. Yeah, a little softening of the front knee is helpful. Great. Yes. So that top arm, wrap it forward first. Reach with it. Reach with it so that side body gets open. And then eyes go to the floor and you'll circle the right hand down and roll right into your Vashisthasana. It's a great transition. Modify if you need to. Bottom knee can drop. Stagger the feet. Stack the feet. Top arm straight up or up and over. Just watch that the left hip doesn't roll way open. Two more. Low transition plank. Chaturanga. Up dog is smooth. Hips go up and back, down dog. Exhale all the breath out. You're rocking it today. The rockin' Friday. Look where you want to go. Step or float to the top of the mat. Long spine, fold. Root to rise, come all the way up. Drag it to prayer. Drop your arms. Stand on your left leg and just bend your right leg up like this. We're going to take bound warrior 3, okay? So it's going to look it's a little funky. It works on balance. So the goal here is to anchor that left leg down and see if you can get both hands to come around that right ankle. Now, if that does not work, the option is that you would just keep the leg bending in and the arms very active behind you. So I was here for a really long time after my knee surgery because I couldn't grab my ankle. And then slowly it was one hand and then its arm was active and then it's two. Okay. You're going to begin to tip forward. Now, it's not about how far down you go or how much you kick. It's about keeping everything very neutral. And you should feel a very strong stretch along the front line of that right thigh. And the right knee should not wing out. Squeezing of the shoulder blades. Nice, Megan. Really great, guys. Stay with it. A few more breaths. Let go of your hands around that ankle. And as you do that, bring your right leg up to a 90-degree angle. The left hand to the outside of that right thigh and the right arm peels back. This is a modified version of dancing Shiva. If you like to go for the full deal, hand to the outside and you'll kick the leg forward. Move slow. If your eyes go all over the place, you end up like toast on the floor, just laying there. Stand up really tall. Breathe your collarbone and your chest open. Pull around to center, arms up, leg up. Just create a strong 90-degree angle. Yeah, arms stay up, leg stays up. And then lower the right foot down and you'll sit deep into chair and all that's going to come together. Hands to prayer, inhale the breath, and we'll hook and twist towards the right. Yeah. The weight stays in your heels and your left knee does not slide past your right knee. Yeah. Spine is long. You're looking sideways, looking up. We want to avoid looking back in this one. Chair pose, pull it around. Shoot up to stand up, drag it to prayer, drop your arms. Just close your eyes for a second, just feel. Exhale the breath. Open your eyes up. You're going to stand on that right leg, and now the left leg's going to bend up. You think you did the wrong side. You just do the side you didn't do. So start slow. You have to soften the right knee, and then you have to get your hands around. Squeeze the shoulder blade. So that's the back bend right there. Yeah. You okay? And then start to tip the torso down. Down the wrong pipe. So this is about keeping your shoulders and your hips aligned to the floor. There's a squeezing of the shoulder blades together. The left thigh bone is getting this awesome lengthening, and the right hip is getting strengthening. See if you can straighten your arms. There you go. Yeah, and less is more. Couple more breaths. Doing great. So keep the shape for a breath. Let go of your hands and start to let the left leg drift up to a 90-degree angle. And then the arms just come up towards the sky. So standing strong on the right leg, you're on your right leg and the left leg bent. Right hand wraps to the outside and the left arm peels back. You're moving into your version of dancing Shiva. If you can get hold of your foot, that's awesome. Grab the outer blade of that foot and kick the foot forward. If that's not in the cards today, just keep the hand to the outside of that bent leg. Peel that left arm back. In this case, you can start to look sideways and start to look back, but stand up really, really tall. Pull around to center. Your arms up, your leg up. Keep the leg at a 90-degree angle or somewhere like that. Lower belly draws in, arms stay active. Lower the foot down to meet the right foot. Sit deep into your chair. Weight moves way back. Drag your hands to prayer. Inhale your breath. You're going to hook and twist the same direction towards the mirrored walls. Yep. Yes. Right knee has a tendency to want to slide past the left. So keep the weight even. There you go. Stay with it. Couple more breaths. Chair pose, pull it around. You're in your chair. You're committed to your chair. You're going to sit way down into your boat. Yes. Arms could be forward, they could be up, they could be on the floor, they could be behind your head. I mean, there's a million different ways to do this. What do you say? Lower halfway to a low boat. You're going to go down low boat. When you hit low boat, your lower back spreads, your legs find a position that they can hold, your neck stays neutral. They could be up higher if it's too intense for your low back. Your knees can also have a bend. Cross the ankles. You're going to step or float through your vinyasa. Stay with the program, guys. You're doing awesome. Move foot forward and drag your back foot in. So step the right foot forward and step your back foot in. So it's about a 3-foot to the right. Slide your hands to your hips, come halfway up, then come the rest of the way up. So kind of putting this whole practice together into a twisting triangle right now. Right hand on hip, left arm goes up big, long, and strong. You're going to reach way out. So before you go anywhere, you should feel that someone's got you by your hips and they're pulling you back. And then you set up for your twisting triangle using a block, probably to the inside of the foot, probably on that medium to high setting, depending on you. And I always know when the poses are linked together in a good way, you get to this posture and it's like, okay, it feels good to be here. Even though maybe it's challenging, it should feel pretty good in your body. Anchor through your feet. Use the strength of your legs to kind of keep it all together like glue. You got it. Hands to the floor. Fold over the right leg. Tent the fingertips or use blocks. Breathe your left leg up and back into a standing split and drape your torso down nice and low. Shoulders are going to soften away from your ears. So it's light in here. If you can take a little handstand hops, you're welcome to do so. Yep. The palms will have to go flat out in front of you a little. You have to come high up onto your right tippy toes. Arms have to zip up and you take little tiny hops. If this isn't anything for you, you just stay in the standing split and you breathe. Nice. Giant step back into a low lunge. Good job. Step back plank, halfway to a push up. Up dog is smooth. Hips go up and back, down dog. Left foot forward. Take a smaller step in. So step that foot forward. Step your back foot in. Before you come up, walk the left foot a little bit to the left. I find that this pose gets a little tight and short. Come to the fingertips, slide your hands to your hips, anchor, and then come up. Good. So your feet are about 3 feet in length and a nice hip distance. Left arm on hip, right arm extends up nice and big. You're going to wrap that arm really far forward and then you'll come into your twisting triangle. Yes, and although a challenging pose, when it's set properly, it does feel really nice. You got it. The hand can stay on your hip or you can breathe that left arm nice and high open. Left hand down. Use both your blocks if you know you're just going to stay in the standing split. Breathe your right leg up and back. Yeah, soften the shoulders down the back. So if you're just going to stay, bend your left leg a lot, let the shoulders drop, and get your stomach close to your thigh, and just breathe that right leg. If you're going to take little hops, you got to walk your hands out a little further, firm them into the ground, firm up those triceps, come high up onto those right tippy toes, left tippy toes, and take little hops up. So I always have one side that I'm able to hop, and the other side I can't hop. Right. Arms straight, Cheryl, if you can. Giant step back, low lunge, or you just fall out of it. Yeah, step back plank. Halfway to a push up. Up dog is smooth. Hips go up and back, down dog. Let's swing the right knee forward for half pigeon. You thought you never get there. Half pigeon. Yes. And fold into half pigeon. It's bugging me. If you see it in different angles. Good job, guys. Just melting into that right hip. As you exhale the breath in this pose, see if you can soften. Let's switch. Damn work. Switch, guys. Go into the left side. So just come through a dog or a tabletop, however you like it. Yeah. As you exhale that breath, see if you could soften the hip. Good. Come up nice and slow. Lean onto your left side and swing your right leg forward. Bend your knees in half and lay down on your back. So we're going to set up for 2 rounds of bridge wheels, some sort of back bend on your back. Yep. So laying down, you could slide a block underneath your lower back. I like the feet on blocks, believe it or not. The feet on blocks is a really nice way to take it. So it's the same pose. You're just elevating your feet. It's going to create more space. Inhale the breath. Exhale, lift up. Create a nice little back bend for yourself. Most of us are in bridge. You can clasp your hands. You can have the palms flat. There's a wrapping of your inner thighs down and under, a lengthening of your tailbone to the backs of your knees. So you're creating a lot of space. You're not pressing into that lower back. You got it done. Have a good weekend. It is the weekend, right? I don't know this like teachers convention thing. If it felt like every day was a Friday or Saturday for the whole week long, it's been weird. Bye. Take care. Exhale the breath lower down. Take a breath in. Take a breath out. Repeat exactly that, or flip the palms, bring the chin to the chest. Take a giant breath in, and on that exhale breath, you're going to lift up to full wheel. So full wheel is not your thing. Don't stress about it. Just repeat second set of bridge or supported bridge. And you may find on the second set that you're able to lift up a little bit higher. Nice, guys. Looking good. Yeah, you're lifting straight up. Press down, breathe across the front line of your body. Exhale, the breath start to lower. Come out with control. Yeah. Move any objects out of the way. Hug the knees in towards the chest. Give them a giant squeeze. And let's do backwards butterfly today, okay? Because we kind of worked. So on your back, it's a fun one. You're going to cross your thighs, just your thighs. So your left hand goes to your right foot. This is, yeah, and the right hand goes to your left foot. And what I want you to do is pull your feet away, but lengthen your low back to the floor. Good. And then let go of your hands and just move your hips a little to the right and drop your knees to the left. And then you're going to get a supine twist with the legs bound up. Yeah. Keep the shoulder blade down. You can use your left hand to encourage the right thigh to hit the ground. Good. And then wrap up to center, neutralize, and wrap the left thigh around the right thigh. And then the right hand goes to the left foot and the left hand goes to the right foot. And the same deal. You're going to pull your feet kind of apart, lower back presses down. Good. Let go of your hands. Your hips have to kind of move out of the way and then you drop them over. Yeah. You can use your right hand to encourage that left thigh to drop. The left shoulder blade has to stay down. Roll up to center. Squeeze the knees in towards the chest. Give them a giant squeeze. Then reach for the outer blades of your feet for happy baby. Pull the knees straight down and back. Good. And then let go of your feet. Next 2 minutes or so are really, a game changer. It's hard to just drop down, but see if you can let go. Big breath in, loud exhale, breath out. Big breath in. Full loud exhale, breath out. Arms up over the top of the head. Give yourself a really big stretch from fingertips to toes, like you're just waking up. And then hug your knees in, give them a big squeeze. Rock up any position that feels comfortable to you for your finishing pose. Sit up nice and tall. Let your hands drag to a heart center and just pause for a second. The opportunity to just feel the effects of today's practice. Be grateful for that. Bow your head for a moment. Have gratitude. Lift the head, open the eyes. Namaste. Awesome practice, everyone. Really nice job. Hydrate. See you next week or sooner. Let me know if you have any questions. Nice job, Andy. Enjoy the 80-degree weather.